Hello everyone, welcome to another podcast from Hearty Wines, where our heart says it all. As I am always trying to bring you valuable insights on health and lifestyles, I also strive to create some awareness with target to bring positive impact to our lives. Because of our mundane lifestyle, we struggle to maintain or achieve our fitness goals, especially around weight management. And this is where fitness coach or advisor becomes most important part of our life. Today at Hearty Wines, we have a fantastic guest who's going to inspire you to reach your fitness goals. Joining us today is Puneet Dhanoa. She's a fitness advisor, a mom of two. She's a high school science teacher, and most recently, she became a diet and a fitness advisor for girls and moms. She specializes in strength training and holistic nutrition. Puneet is passionate about helping moms and girls to find joy in their goal achievement. So please, let's welcome Puneet to our show and let's hear it out from her how women and girls can achieve their fitness goals. Welcome Puneet to our Hearty Wine show. Thank you so much for spending some time and talking to us and our audience today.
Thank you so much, Sachinji, for having me on your show. It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Fantastic. Puneet, please shed some light on your background, from where in India you are from and especially when your fitness journey started.
Okay, so basically I'm from India, Punjab basically. I'm in Australia in 2014 and where I become mom of two kids via C-section. I am a high school science teacher now and recently became fitness advisor and coach.
So I think you achieved certain goal, when yourself, and this is where you thought you need to share some of the best practices with the other moms and girls too.
Yes, absolutely. So I first tried it on myself, if it's working or not. Then after that, I'm ready to share it with other girls, other moms.
What triggered your journey towards fitness goal? Were you not fit before, and what were the signs which made you take that journey?
As I'm pretty sure all the moms can relate here. After having baby, especially after C-section, we put a lot of weight, and it's really hard to lose that tummy weight and that belly, loose belly muscles. It's very hard to get them in shape. So actually my motivation, you can say, it was my dresses. I have lots of dresses and I don't want them to get those to waste and start from scratch again. So I just wanted to fit into my old clothes.
Okay.
So that's where it all started.
How tough it is, because at first step, when you want to start your journey, and especially support from your family, your husband and whoever is there in your family with the kids around, how tough or easy is that first step to start your journey?
Well, I would not lie here, it was very tough. You won't get time. I'm pretty sure all the moms can relate to this, that once you have kids, it's very hard to find time for yourself. You won't get any time. And even if you manage to get the time, you're not motivated because you're so exhausted, so tired after doing all the chores around, tending to your little one. You can't find time for yourself. You're not motivated enough. So that was really hard. When you tend to put on extra kilos, extra weight, it not only you just look bulky, but it affects your internal health as well. You will be getting more tired easily.
What are the typical challenges you faced, when you became mom, and a typical challenge any, mom who recently become mother, proud mother, would face, and what are the things they need to keep in mind, even before they start or, start their fitness regime?
Okay, so if I talk about myself, my first and foremost problem was time management. It's very hard for you to find time when you're new mom. You're so busy with your little one, you're so busy doing other chores, it's so hard to find time for yourself. We kind of forget ourselves. But it's very important that you should give time to yourself. And another thing that I would say is you don't have that motivation. So when you have baby, you are just so tired and exhausted all the time. Even if you can find time, you just want to lie down. You just don't want to do anything. New moms would not just jump into dieting or exercise. They should give their body enough time to heal. Especially if it's a C section. I had both my babies via C section, so I gave my body enough time to heal. I didn't do anything for 2 years. I started after my having baby after 2 years. And secondly, your body has undergone through a lot of changes. So it needs time to heal. It needs that nutrition. So just don't jump into dieting, especially if you're breastfeeding your baby. Obviously, your body needs to produce those minerals, vitamins, and those nourishment for the growth and development of baby. So I would not recommend to jump into doing strict dieting or something very strict food just right away, maybe 2 or 3 months after having baby. Just give your body time to heal, give time to your new one, and eventually you'll get there.
Absolutely. So you're saying that a recent mom should at least give about an year or two to heal up the body, make sure that she's having a nutritious diet so that it also goes via milk to a child. Okay.
Absolutely.
So they should not rush simply to fitness regime. So
Very
that's one thing. What should be the first baby step for a mom to start a regime? Is that a dietary changes? Is that walking, cardio? Please put some light on that first step, which is important. And when?
Okay, so first and foremost important step is the diet. Diet is very, very important. And then after diet comes exercise.
Okay.
So you should fix your diet first, have proper nutritious food, food packed with full proteins, fibers, and then include exercise into your routine. Fix your diet first and then move on to the exercise part.
Okay. What could be the basic exercise on a safer side any mom can start with?
Maybe they can start off with walking.
Okay.
And after walking with C-section, I would say it will take longer time because body has undergone a major trauma. We know it's a planned operation, but still your body needs time. It's a trauma to your body and it needs time to recover. So with the C-section, I would say wait for a year at least, easily a year.
Okay.
With the normal birth, you can start your exercise, just light exercises. Maybe your pelvic muscles, just to make your pelvic muscles strong, and include just walking.
Okay. So
Yeah.
start with a walking
Walk.
adjustment.
Here in Australia, doctors recommend to have active lifestyle. Even if you had birth, I remember when I had my C-sections, doctors encouraged me to do a little bit of walking.
Puniji, let's also talk about some of the typical psychological, emotional drawbacks any recent mom would go through, during their journey of mothership, and how is that family can support there, especially the spouses. How is that they can chime in and they can support the mothers?
Having a baby is a great feeling. It's a very good feeling, but it can be very tiring at the same time. Moms can be very tired, very exhausted. So this is very crucial time where moms need support from everybody around her, especially her husband or her partner, because it takes two to parent a baby. Mothers alone can't do anything. They need support from your husband or your partner to help them. So if the baby needs baby's nappy or diaper needs to be changed during the night, maybe husband should do that. So mom can get enough sleep because she's catering to the needs of the baby all day, and it requires a lot of energy, and she's mostly drained because it's very hard job. So partners should come forward to help the mom. There's a postnatal depression. It's very common here in Australia because we are mostly nuclear families here. We don't have the support of the family. So it's very likely for women to undergo depression because they're not able to cope up the pressure. And husbands should look after the proper dietary requirements. So the mother is getting good nutritious diet so she can support herself and the baby.
Are there any kind of hormonal changes also which kind of trigger anything with women, and the spouses needs to be mindful about?
Yeah, hormones are on roller coaster ride, so they're everywhere. So that's why postnatal depression, that's where it comes from. Because sometimes mothers can feel too low. They just don't want to do anything. And I've heard cases where women can even commit suicide because of this postnatal depression. It's very, very dangerous. It's quite common with the nuclear families where they don't have enough support. That's why I'm saying that husbands or partners should really come forward and look after their partner and the new baby. So mothers can have some time to relax.
Puniji, please elaborate. What should be the dietary changes and diet a mom should start with?
So she can first start with cutting off sugar from her diet.
Okay.
That's the very first step and most important step. I won't suggest cutting off complete sugar from your diet because that's not a very healthy option and sugar is addictive. You will crave for sugar. Sugar is very, very addictive. And so try to, for example, try to cut off sugar in your tea or coffee. Then try to cut off other sugary food from your diet. For example, for me, I was eating chocolate. The next thing that I did was I cut off chocolate from my diet. So I maintained it consistently for maybe few weeks or maybe a month. Then I moved on to some cutting off some other sugary stuff from my diet. So you gradually build it up. You don't just cut down sugar straight from your diet because you will crave sugar. Trust me, you're gonna fail if you go that approach.
And you mentioned about fiber and protein. Please elaborate. What all a mother should eat and avoid?
Yes, so with from fiber, I don't mean leafy salads. I mean, I do eat leafy salads occasionally, but I mostly eat vegetable-based diet. So I will be eating steamed carrot, broccoli, peas, corns. That's my salad. Along with this, I can sometimes chop some chicken breast into it or some hard-boiled egg. Um, I can eat salmon. So salmon is very high in protein and very very good. It's high in omega 3. Then you can also include if you're a vegetarian person. So try to including some chickpea. Chickpeas are a great source of protein. Soya beans are awesome. Then maybe try to include some paneer into your diet, or you can also include some other variety of cheese which are high
Mm-hmm.
in protein.
Mm-hmm.
So try to include those options. You can include dals. Dal have a high source of protein.
Mm-hmm.
So these are very nutritious food.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose accordingly if you want veg option or non-veg option, but try to eliminate carbs. If you're eating roti or bread, try to reduce it.
Okay.
They are the one that cause fat. So you can start off with one meal.
Okay.
Then maybe once you're comfortable, your body is used to eating such stuff, then you can include it 2 times a day.
Got it.
So slowly build it up.
Many lifestyles, and I'm sure most of us, especially the Punjabi families, we have an habit of creating the pinnies with a lot of desi ghee and dry fruit. Is it really helpful for the moms?
It is healthy. I ate that and I loved it so much. I had a sweet tooth. Sugar is very hard. Like I left sugar, but it was really hard for me
Mm-hmm.
to cut down sugar from my diet. It's very healthy. It's very nutritious food. We put a lot of different stuff. It has got dry fruit, some other seeds, desi ghee, which is very important for moms
Mm-hmm.
because new moms they are nurturing their body. So
Mhm.
their body needs that enriched food.
Mm-hmm.
They need that nourishment
Mhm.
for themselves, for their body to heal and recover, also for providing nourishment to the baby. So food at that time should be very nutritious. It can be high in fat, it can be high in protein and other nuts and all. They provide the source of protein, and also fatty acids. So they can eat it at that time, but eat it in moderation. It's really good for your backache.
Okay.
So ladies, because they have been carrying so much weight in their body, so they tend to normally have a backache. I'm pretty sure my moms here, they can relate with that. So that's common issue. So go ahead, eat pinnies and panjiris, but in moderation.
In moderation.
Just don't over.
So you're saying the very first step for any mom is to give it some time to her body to heal it up and then start with some dietary changes in moderation, phase it out. Please also recommend for any woman who's wanting to kickstart her fitness regime.
Okay, so my first recommendation obviously is focus on your diet. Focus on a good healthy diet, which is very important. That's number one. And then next comes exercise, because 70% is what you eat. So rest of the 30% is your exercise routine and other regime, but 70% is your diet. So your diet should be really, really good. It should be really healthy, packed with full of fiber and protein. I would recommend, if you have never exercised in your life, starting off with a walk. so your body get used to this.
Okay.
But I would also like to say here, walking alone is not enough.
Mhm.
You need to include some cardio into your routine if you
Okay.
want to lose some weight, if you want to get back into shape. Cardio is very important to lose that excessive weight. And once when you have lost the weight, then you can start on with your strength training.
Okay.
So you can start doing some weight training, strength training, maybe work on your whole body exercise, your shoulders, arms, legs, your stomach, everything. So
Mhm.
then you can include that. But start off with cardio first, just to get your heart rate up.
Got
You
it.
can try to include lunges, squats, push ups, everything into your diet. So, also with the ladies, issue is as we are aging,
Mhm.
their muscle density starts to decrease.
Okay.
So, with their age.
Mhm.
So it's very, very important for ladies, especially, to do strength training.
Okay.
Otherwise, their muscles will just start to lose with the age. So, in
Okay.
order to
A lot of us aspire to make, chisel abdominal area, six pack, eight packs. I don't know how many packs are available in the market. I mean, how easy is it to get this? I'm sure a lot of mom would aspire to also make a toned down body. How easy or how practical is this to be done?
To be honest, it's hard
Mhm.
because your stomach or your tummy is the first area to become fat.
Okay.
When you put on fat, tummy is the first part to gain fat, and it's the last area to lose fat.
Mhm.
So it's bit hard, but it's achievable. I did it. You can also do it. It's achievable. So start off with your diet first. Focus your diet, and then you can include exercise, as I have mentioned before. So, but there are few myths around that I've noticed. Like even I've been getting lots of questions from people asking that how can I lose my tummy fat?
Mhm.
I want to make it very clear here. You cannot focus on your tummy fat alone.
Mhm.
You have to include full body workout. And there's also another myth which I have come across. There are some powders or pills available in the market
Oh,
for
yes.
target fat loss.
Yeah.
Those won't work. Trust me, I'm a science teacher, they won't work.
Mhm.
So I would just like to suggest everybody, don't waste your money on those pills or powders. They don't work.
Mhm.
It's the hard work.
It's the hard work. Absolutely.
It says that no pain, no gain. So that's true in
Mm.
exercise thing.
Heavy protein diet eats up your extra fat or helps in reduction of the extra fat from the body. I've seen people going in for the whey proteins and various proteins available in the market. Does that also help you from a weight management, or is it actually just building up your muscles and your exercise help you with the weight management?
Protein diet, it only builds up your muscles.
Okay.
It's not dissolving your fat.
Okay.
So if you're trying to build up muscles, it will only help that.
Mhm.
So it will provide you more strength, but it won't actually melt down the fat.
Mhm.
That's the exercise.
That's the exercise.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. It's the time. What is your heart to heart advice on Hearty Wines to the moms, women, girls, who's wanting to get started on their fitness regime? What's your advice for them?
To the all ladies out there, I would like to recommend diet is most important. I'm pretty sure you have heard it so many times repeating me the same thing, but diet is very crucial, guys. It's very important. And then comes the exercise. And another important point is go slowly into it, because slow and gradual change will help you in the long run. It will not only help you to lose weight, but if you adapt that as a habit into your daily life, it will just make you a healthy person overall. Not just losing weight, but overall healthy, fit, sound body. So that's what you're gonna achieve if you make it as a habit and be consistent, stick with it. Walk is very good, but try to include some cardio, some other exercise into your body. So when you're able to move around without getting tired or exhausted, that means you have a fit body. Don't just go for I just want to lose fat from my tummy area, or lose I have flabby arms, want to tone them up. Don't focus on one area, because it's your body that decides where to lose fat. You cannot target fat loss. So that's another important point. Just do the good thing, and good thing will happen to you.
This insight coming directly from mom herself, mom of two. A fantastic journey. I've seen her journey as well, and here she is sharing some of our best practices, recommendations what she herself implemented in her life, and apparently have worked great for her. So that's pretty much for our woman audiences. I've been calling out mothers because I know it's the first step after mothership. It's an important one, slightly tough but really important. We've heard some of the best practices on the dietary sides as well. She's also broken some great myths, and I think it was very insightful for me as well. I can come up with. Thank you so much, Puniji, for spending time and here on coming and joining us on the Heart
Thank you
Advice.
so much, Sachin, for having me. It was my pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. So please let the mothers, women, girls know how they can reach out to you.
Okay, girls and moms, and rest of the audience watching me here. Um, I'm just a message away. If you need my help, you can reach me on my Facebook account, which is Puneet Dhanova. And if you're Instagram user, you can reach me on my Instagram page, Puneet Diet and Fitness.